Well, hey folks, Species7 here, welcome back to the channel, and we are back on the Ricciville map. Do hope everybody's doing well. I'm just finishing plowing the last of the fields that we spread manure on in the last episode. Almost done. This is the smallest of them. Ooh, looks like I'm a little bit off here, that's okay. Let's get her evened out. And whoops. Alright. Yes, indeed. Got the big boy working this. Although, actually, this little modded John Deere 8-meter plow here, I think it requires like 110 horse or something. Yeah, basically, you know, you can hook a couple of your chickens up to it and quack, quack, away you'd go. Oh, wait a minute. Chickens don't quack. But, yeah. What else have I got going on besides my amazing plowing abilities? And I'm actually doing a lot of this myself rather than the old hired worker. Although, so that we don't completely have a... Well, there's not much left. I did do a couple of the fields last night, so... Oh, hopefully I got all of that. Yeah, let's just say we are to... I have put a second lumber mill in. You can sort of see it through the corner of the trees there. We'll have a look at it when we're done plowing this. Because there's a huge clump of trees right there. And it just happens because we own that other field over there. We own that clump of trees. And as there's like, 11 trees left out at the original one, I think what we're going to have to do, and I've already got the planter and a pallet of trees, is through the winter here, I think we're going to plant a whack of trees on both of these properties. And it'll take however long it takes for them to grow, which from what I understand is, you know, just a little bit this side of, you know, forever. And we can go with that. And then while those are growing, like I'll put some into the fields over there, and I'll put some in, well, way back at our facility, which we can't see. We'll start knocking this massive forest here down. It's kind of crazy, actually. Just the sheer amount of trees, not the size of it. We've got, you know, this field is probably about the same size, but you'd think they were carrots. They're so tightly packed in there. Now, as I say, these fields, I'm actually setting them up for next season, and they're going to be sugar beets for our sugar production. And we'll see how the potatoes hold out over the winter. I don't think we'll have that much use for them. I'm mainly going to use them as the root crop of choice to fill up the piggy silo maker thingy. Great demand at Jean's Wood Products. What the heck is Jean's Wood Products? Really? Jean's Wood Products? Alrighty, well, you know. Jean's Wood Products, okay. Jean's Wood Products. We don't exactly have a huge repertoire of stuff you buy. There you go. You buy wood chips for $370, and that's what's on the great demand currently is wood chips. Now we do have 0 and 0, so we don't have any stocked. Now there is some, I believe, at the other mill, but we're using those for, I think it's board production that uses them, if I'm remembering even close to rightly. Yeah, I think it is boxes. So, yeah. Did I say board construction? No, that's what they're a waste product of board construction. I believe they're used for, like I say, boxes. Yeah. We'll go with that. We'll go with that. Why not? But I think it'll be easy enough to pallet up and ship boards from here either over to the box and barrel and all that stuff if they need them, or to anywhere else that boards are needed from this point as easily as our other. So that should work out all right. I mean, it was 150K, but we're making more than that a night with that solar windmill panel dongle thing. So, figure why not take advantage of it. Okay, thought you weren't going to move at all there for a moment. Alright. Oh, I come in a little narrow on this one. Oh well. We're almost done. Did a little test strip on the edge there yesterday, and then I decided, well, I don't know how much more of this I want to finish off, because I'd already done that, plus field 13. And field 13 is a pretty chewy field. You know, it's going to be the, probably get us our first 1,000,000 liters of sugar beets, I kid you not, so. Alright. Not going to be quite as generous this time around. Boy, that is annoying, that clump of white there, right on the compass bearing. Oh, well. It's only, you know, this field, I think, that we got to tolerate it. Well, I guess it's pretty much all three of these, isn't it? Because we're about as far away from it as we could be. Well, maybe 13 it's underneath it, I don't remember. Oh. Here goes a barge. Out barging around, barging into things, barging over things, whatever they do. Alright, now let's go finish that last tiny strip. As you can see, it's 6:20 in the P of M, and so not a lot of day left. For late fall, 6 in the evening is, well, you can pretty much count you don't have a whole lot of daylight, really. We're going to be just a little bit bigger than we need to be, aren't we? Yeah. Dang, row. Darn you, final row. Turns out you're not the final row. Whoa, whoa. Turns out I also wasn't exactly on the line there. Whew. And again. Whoopsie. Yeah, we're definitely getting a little dimming of the light now. I'm not actually sure if plowing counts towards your field achievements, or if it's just everything cultivating and up. Alright, but that, as they say, is that. Awesome. Let's go for a drive. So it seems a lot of you have tried this realistic vehicle mod, and you're getting pretty much the same reaction I am. Yeah, it's okay if it doesn't drive you nuts. So yeah, you can see what I mean. This isn't exactly 3 trees. Yeah, this is hundreds of trees. Hundreds of trees. Alright. So yeah, I just dropped a little Sosky mill right here. Of course, first trees we'll drop is sort of this one and this one. I think we're about to be in trouble. Go, 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 go. Jump in your tractor. Way, dude. Oh, darn. Almost, eh? Butt weevil. I don't know what that is, but it seemed good to say that. Okay. So yeah, there we are. We have ourselves a little secondary sawmill. And then, like I said, we can plant trees, you know, here, there, and everywhere around here. We've certainly got the land for it. Drop a shed. And we should be good to go. So, tell you what, I will meet you guys back at the farm in the morning. See you in a few. Alrighty, well, we're back. It's a new day, and guess what? It's not raining. In fact, it's not been raining for a month, but as you can see, we still have the wet crop symbol. It's been cloudy, I guess, all month, and so nothing's dried. As well, it's supposed to remain cloudy today, and more importantly, tomorrow as well. And tomorrow is, well, as we can see here, let's go to our weather forecast. So it's going to be tomorrow, all day cloudy as well. Tomorrow is the last day of fall. Alright. Because you'll notice the next day, chance of snow, and the temperatures are dropping well below 0. So, if that wet crop symbol doesn't go away, we're done. Pretty much. I mean, at this point, I'm not even that concerned that the crop still shows yellow and not orange. I don't care. Oh, what am I doing? I went right past it. It's more worth my while to get something than nothing, you know? And we've already had nothing, and it's not a lot of fun. Not a lot of fun at all. Oh, why are those engaged? There we go. Don't really need that. Maybe to get it up out of the puddle, but not out here. Looks like we got a bit of cleanup to do. It's about the only thing to do today, actually, is to tendicate the animals. Now, I know the chickens are in need of a meal. Oh, we lost 2 mystery animals last night, then 1 more mystery animal, and then another mystery animal this morning. Which, again, I still don't really understand, seeing as we haven't even been here a year yet. You know. But they're dying of old age, according to the thing that pops up. So, yeah, I don't know. I think seasons is starting to take its toll on me. The little cracks are starting to have annoying lights shining through them, you know? Lots of eggs. Eggs, 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 eggs. I will. I will. Ah, here we go. Now, what do we want? How much do you hold? 2150. It's not very bloody much. But then again, I don't really need you for your... Okay, how long is this thing? 3 meters. I don't suppose that matters, does it? Sure. That will do. Fine. And back. I don't really want to use the telehandler for cleaning stalls. There's really no reason for it. That's why I bothered to have a loader on the front of this thing. Was so we could take care of all of that sort of thing with the animals. You know, it'll drive the mixing wagon. Or tow it, I should say. And it'll do these sort of things as well. Figure the smaller bucket's not as likely to get hung up on troughs and such. Whereas the brush, well, you know, the wider the better. I only need to make one pass. Alright, let's grab a trailer. We ain't going there empty. Well, empty tow hitched? Ooh, little wussy with the brakes on this thing, I'll tell ya. You want to just keep on a-rolling. Okay. Now, I think I still have a little bit in here. No, I don't want wheat. There we go. Probably should have actually got the chickens' food first. They're the lowest on it, but they still got some. That trough isn't empty. Zoop. There we are. All cleaned up. Don't know why I decided to turn that way and jackknife the trailer, but hey. You do it right every time, it'd be boring, wouldn't it? Alright. Now I do believe the sheeps have lots of food, but they could probably use a bit of a cleanup. Isn't that right, ladies? Oh yeah. Just a bit. How's that look? Oh, very nice. Very nice indeed. Alright. We'll go and fed the pigs. So I guess it's all plowing and piggying today. Alright. There you are. You're welcome to once again sort the corn out of it and spit it all over the ground. Yeah, I know, you're just waiting for some straw. Well, I'm sorry. Looks like you get to go another month without. Alright, that's all you're going to take? Okie dokie. I'm not going to bother swinging through the cow shed for cleanup, because we are going to have to make a delivery to them momentarily here. Bah. 10 in the morning, still wet crops. We're just going to grab a little bit of wheat for the chickens. Nice. Come on, one more. There you go. Ooh, we are getting very, very low on that. We're going to have to buy some chicken feed here if this doesn't hold them out. Although I think they don't take a whole trailer. We should be dumping half of this back in, more than likely. Uh-huh. Well, half was certainly an exaggeration. They need to have a bigger trough. I mean, it just seems like a no-brainer to me, you know? Or maybe, I don't know, maybe this stuff, you don't want to leave it out too long. It starts to sprout, probably, I guess. If it's anything like the usual bird seed. Although, I have a feeling it's probably, well, this is just wheat grain, isn't it? I mean, I put it in here. Well, I didn't, but you know what I mean. It's the same as if I'd harvested the wheat out of my own field. So yeah, I guess there's always a chance that they'd leave it in there too long and the chickens will come to a trough full of, you know, sprouts. I mean, I like sprouts, but that doesn't mean chickens necessarily do. And I don't know that I'd eat wheat sprouts in particular. I'd eat so many other forms of wheat. Although I eat a lot more oats than I do wheat, to be honest with you. Yeah, a very horsey sort of thing, eh? But good for the arteries, they are. Them oats. As long as you get the real whole. No silliness involved. Look here, we not under it or what? Huh? There we are. I know we're under there. Give me some. Give me some. What's going on? There should be like 500,000 liters of this stuff in there. Really? I'm that far off the mark, am I? Wow, I am too, eh? Look at that. Let's get right in the center of the tent. There we go. Look at that. Happy, happy, joy, joy. Silage for days. Alright, lovely. Huh, that clips onto that bucket pretty good, eh? That's neat. Other than straw, everybody's happy. Nobody's got straw by the look of it. Dang. You need an incredible amount of it, man. Literally an incredible amount. Alright, let's put our little happy bucket back down. Oh, I thought that was a little high. There we go. It's actually resting on the edge of their food trough. That's not a good thing. There you go. Fill your stomachs. Really? Okay. Well, maybe they'll feel better about TMR. Suppose I can have a look, eh? Alright, chickens. Yeah, you're doing perfect. We all know that. Pigs. No, back to chickens. I hate that it bounces back. Because then you have to do this. Scroll through 8,000 of these things. Okay, here's our sheep. They're doing alright. They've only eaten like half of the food I put in there when they first started. How are they for age? 1.7 years? That looks to be the old ones. Piggies. You're doing great, except for 0 straw. 0.3 years. You're all like brand new pigs, aren't you? Ooh, 0.8 years. 1.7 years. Now we're getting into the big ones. Now we're getting into the big ones. Yeah, they need to tell you what's old, what's not. I mean, do they honestly expect the average person knows what the average lifespan of one particular pig breed over another is? I don't. Maybe I'm just an idiot and everybody else in the world does. I don't know. Alright, so you've got no straw, and you definitely would much prefer some TMR over this silage stuff. Alright, fine. Have it your way. Now I'm going to get hit with copyright. That's some slogan for a company. Okay, is it this side? Yes. And drop. Hay, drop. Silage. Very last one, of course it is. I mean, we might as well put it here as anywhere else. What? No. I bumped it off the mark. There we go. Okay. Let's go get the TMR. And then I'll be honest with you, I'm basically just going to blast through this day. Oh, what the heck am I doing? Dummy, that's silage. You can't get TMR here. That's alright. That's alright. That's alright. Let me just go over here and get it. That's all. I'm going to dump this into the... hopefully I'll be able to get an angle on it here. I'm hoping. Yes. Whoop, don't go too far. There we are. Now we should just need to pull under that pipe, and if we have any TMR left, we can grab it. I might have some in the main silos. No, I don't want pig food. Uh-oh. Empty? Oh. I know you can buy TMR. You know, the sheep standing there laughing at me, I'm telling you. For an animal that's only useful to me in the springtime, and the rest of the time all it does is stuff itself on my hard-earned wages, they really need to mellow out. Alright. Let's hope we've got a bit of TMR in the main silo. Otherwise, I'll be taking a slightly bigger trailer. Not the really big one, but the next size up, 22,000 liters or whatever it is. Over to the animal dealer. Because until we have straw, we can't make more. If I had straw, I'd be using it for bedding, quite frankly. So... there we go. Oh man, my tummy's rumbling. I've had my slow cooker on since the day before yesterday afternoon, making a chowder with clams and prawns and salmon and about a billion different vegetables. Potatoes and sweet potatoes and beans and carrots and onions and you name it, ginger and garlic, and yes indeed, and that's been simmering, as I say, for a couple of days, which probably explains as well why my cats are being a little weird. But yeah. Looking forward to supper tonight, because it'll finally be what I like to say is ready. Alright, there you go, cows. I'm sure it'll take a little bit more than 2% of this one. Oh yeah, sucking it back. Ooh, look at that, eh? It just barely fits under there. Not questionable as to whether it actually does. Well, guys, I think with that, and the little bit we had before that, where we, like, plowed things, I'm going to call it an episode. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. So, it's now gone all the way up to a whole 8 degrees Celsius out here, which, again, is not particularly a wondrous temperature for wicking moisture out of densely packed crops of wheat and such. They don't give any wind indicator in this thing, which would make up for the cooler temperatures. Well, what can I tell you? Like I said, there's not a lot I can really do, other than, go knock trees down or start planting trees or whatever. But I want to do that in the winter. So I think what we're going to do is I'm going to end the episode here. It should be pretty much a complete episode anyway. And... next time around, it'll be a month later again. We'll be on our, our last day of late autumn. In other words, our harvest or die day. And we'll find out whether all of our crops get turned into chaff, or whether they, find their way to the factories and pocketbooks of those that need them. So, hope you enjoyed the episode. Till next time, this has been Species 7. Take care of each other, folks. Hit the like button, do the share, do the favorites. Don't forget to subscribe, all that stuff, and above all, take care of each other, folks, and ciao for now.